think you'll be very comfortable here.
Mom, this is beautiful.
Everyone, this is Sarah Cassidy and her daughter Alyssa. They're our new neighbors.
Hey, I'm Jillian.
Hey,
This is Ryan Jacobson.
I live next door. I heard you singing this morning.
you can hear me all the way from your house?
It was nice.
I like the way you see things. I like the way you see me.
Why is Ryan Jacobson still living there?
What exactly happened there?
His parents were murdered, and his sister disappeared.
Do you hear something?
But they never found her body.
House at the end of the street. Let me tell you something about that house at the end of the street.
I can tell you something.
Wait, hold on. Let me just tell people something first, because I want people to know. Because I'm just gonna put it out there. Because let me just jump into it. Listen, that house at the end of the street. That house ain't got no ghost. Unless you're talking about the ghost of Elizabeth Shue's career. That's about it. Hey, that demon or whatever from Paranormal Activity, he ain't living there. There ain't no mutants. There ain't no cannibals.
That ghost from, or demon from Paranormal Activity was there, and he got bored and left.
Yeah. He said, shit, ain't shit going on in his house. That's it. I'm gone, man.
This fucking movie is like an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Fuck this movie.
I know. At least you got something to be afraid of.
No, and I know that see, there's just that there's at least one asshole. That one asshole is already saying, spoiler. No, we did you a favor, man, telling you that, because that is. I don't even think the movie is terrible. I think it's bad, but I don't even think it's terrible. But the worst thing about this movie to me is that they're pushing it. They're pushing it as some kind of supernatural thriller. You know, they're putting in all the scary filters and all that kind of stuff. They making images pop up and leave like there's some kind of ghost running around. It is not that.
It's a horror movie for people that can't handle horror movies.
I was gonna say, I'm upset that they're just even pushing it as a thriller. Because I was like, where are the thrills in this?
I thought it was like a horror movie for people who can't handle fucking movies at all. It makes you want to run
Brian,
out of the
I don't
theater.
know, that scene's very dark.
Yeah, Brian, don't you even do this? Don't you even say horror movie? There's nothing horrible about this
But
movie.
you know they're selling this shit as a horror
They're
movie.
selling it as a horror. The only thing horrible about this movie is the ticket price it costs to get in. And if you fall for that, then yes, maybe you will shriek in terror when you walk out and say, I spent what?
They're praying to God they wish they could have called this like Hunger Games Part 2. That shit ain't ever gonna happen.
Make you hungry for a real movie.
This is the fucking bungled game.
Man, y'all got a million of them tonight.
Man, we on fire tonight.
This is like the Gene Shalit Olympics right now.
This movie, and I'm not even taking credit for it because the movie makes it too easy. Is that kind
really
of movie?
does.
You know what makes the movie easy? Because it has the acronym of HATES.
Hates.
I hate this movie.
This is the house on the fucking last nerve of me.
But I would see the thing is, Brian, the reason why I don't like you putting that word horror in here is because this is not a horror movie. This is not even a thriller. This is
stupid.
Yes. I should just leave it right there.
It really is.
That's my review. No, this movie, seriously, it is a television teen drama.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the darkest episode of a teen
after school special,
or a TV teen show that we see right now.
The worst episode of Goosebumps ever.
Oh yeah, this could be
that special episode of Degrassi High.
Yeah, this is Alfred Hitchcock Presents if it was on MTV today. You know what I mean? It's
Nobody's presenting this shit.
Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock is like, don't put me in this.
AMC didn't even want to present this shit. They stuck this shit at that. It was like the last movie at the end of the fucking hallway.
YouTube doesn't want to broadcast this shit.
No. It's in the movie. They're putting it out there. I guarantee you that this is a movie that would probably go straight to DVD if it weren't for what's her name?
The lead
Jennifer
actress.
Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence just had a huge hit with The Hunger Games. This movie was supposed to come out in April, so they were probably sitting on this and saying, when are we gonna put this out on DVD? But no, The Hunger Games is hot, and they're like saying, okay, we can actually get some business off of her. In the movie, she plays this teenager who moves into town with her mother, and they got this nice house. I mean, yeah, the neighbors are kind of assholes and whatnot, but there's something going on with the house across the woods. There's a light coming on in the middle of the night. When they moved there, they said nobody lived there, and the real estate agent's like, "Oh, well, now that I got your money, let me tell you the real story."
I know.
Let me tell you the real story about what happened. You dumb bitch. Let me tell you what this is.
Which is all kinds of illegal.
Yeah, it is.
I figure I'd sell that shit to a dumbass at some point and use it, lady.
I got you.
Yeah.
Boy, have I got a tale for you.
Yeah, would you like a hamburger or a hot dog, by the way?
Yeah, so
Would you like some magic beans to go with that?
yeah, so Elizabeth Shue, she's the mom. She's like, "Look, you told me nobody was in that house. Why'd the light come on?" "Well, lady, normally I would say it's a raccoon, but since I got your check, there was a family that lived there. The girl went crazy one night, the young girl, and she picked up a hammer and killed everybody. Okay, I got that, but who cut the light on?" "Oh,
Bang,
yeah.
bang, bitch ass silver hammer came down on their heads.
Oh, yeah. The son. They had a son.
I forget to mention there's a son.
Yeah, the son. Oh, yeah,
That we
the
just
son
wrote
is-
in.
Yeah, he's still there. He never moved out, and he's taking care of the place, and he's having a hard time. He's harmless, you know. Just
He's a teenage
Everybody in the neighborhood
kid.
wants to kill him. And he's about the same age as your teenage daughter, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Hey, do you need a ride?
No, I'm fine. This is my driveway.
No, it's not. You just moved in on Sycamore Lane. I live next door.
You're Ryan Jacobson.
Yeah.
Your parents got killed. I'm sorry. I know that people were talking about it, and then I knew I shouldn't say. I'm just gonna shut up now.
It's okay. You just said what you were thinking. It's all anybody can think around me anyways. So are you and your mom in Woodshire to stay?
I hope so.
I was like, I've never heard a house with a teenage caretaker.
How is this neighborhood not called Amber Alert?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I don't understand.
Well, I was like, the kid is always there, and I'm like, how does this motherfucker keep the lights on? I'm like, sure, you can own shit, but you don't own electricity.
Well, they do. They do explain that the kid is played by Max Thero. His name is Ryan in the movie, and he's in college actually. He's a community college, so he's technically an adult. And they explain why he has the money to stay there. He inherited the house and some cash.
Getting his bachelor's in creepy.
At the community college.
But
Cottage industry these days.
Yeah, isn't that why everyone goes to community college?
But there's something about the kid. I mean, you can just tell that. But here's the thing. Alyssa is the character that Jennifer Lawrence plays. She's the kind of chick that, you know, the mom is worried about her. The mom is like, "Look, I want you to stay away from that kid over there." And, you know, I just got a feeling about this. Like, "Oh, Mom, you don't want to be in my... You want to Sutton High School." Yeah, you know.
And that was the part that really I was like, fuck you to this movie. Is like, okay, your mom doesn't tell you can't get in the car with suspected serial killers. She's fine with that. Maybe just give her a call when you're going to do that. It's like, no, fuck you, Mom. I'm a grown up and I can do what I want. It's like, really? Come on.
Yeah, it made me want to look at her bookshelf and see how many copies of Twilight she actually had, along with 50 Shades of Grey.
And the thing is, like, you know, I've met a bunch of, you know, petulant, at least white teenagers who'll just, "Fuck you, Mom, I don't care." I was like, sure, whatever. But the way that she and everybody will just go through somebody's house, you kind of creeped out, you go into a house, and then you just keep looking around, you look through their stuff, you hear creepy noises, you go upstairs, you go into their basement, you hear more creepy shit, you keep digging deeper, dumping out their trash. I'm like, who are these people?
I was like, who the fuck does this bitch think she really is? Is she Dora the Explorer all of a sudden? Like, and she finds shit that she is the type of chick. That you date her, she'll find your porno collection before you do.
Right. I didn't even know I had porn in it.
Found it.
I'm about to say, thank you, get the fuck out. You know? But no, that's the kind of, the movie makes all kind of, just so many dumb things that characters do. I mean, the character of Ryan, he's walking around the house looking like Boris Karloff, you know. And meanwhile, she comes in and she's just going through his house, practically saying, You gonna rake me yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the basement now. I can't get out. You gonna rake me yet? Oh, what? How deep do I have to
She's
go?
like a cat presenting its anus when it's in heat. It's fucking ridiculous.
Even early on, where she like kind of hooks up with another neighbor boy who's like, yeah, oh, he's a good guy. Oh no, it turns out he's at a party where he's drunk. He's like, hey baby, I'm horny. Come on, give me some sugar.
Everybody want to rape Katniss.
And the thing is she immediately lays down and arches her back and goes, no, stop. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, she didn't. Okay, she didn't do that.
She totally laid down.
The cockbird. First of all, there is a shot in this movie where she's going upstairs and it is filmed tits first.
Yeah.
On Jennifer
yeah.
Lawrence, and it is so
Yeah.
obnoxious.
It seems like the movie was just an excuse to get Jennifer Lawrence in a tight little wife beater and have her run around and jiggle.
And Bruce Willis's shirt from from Die Hard.
which was awesome. I mean, terrible that they would do something like that.
It was horrible.
Yeah, but the movie just it takes. When you get there and you're expecting some sort of thriller or some sort of horror movie or whatever, I mean, you're not getting anything for an hour. You really aren't. I mean, what you're getting is the worst tropes, cliches of a teen TV drama. I mean, they literally have two kids come up to Jennifer Lawrence, and these two guys are like, hey, we hear you play music. You want to be in the Battle of the Bands with us? I'm like, oh, you going to bring up the Battle of the Bands? And when you have nothing else for teenagers to do, that's what they do. Hey, I play an instrument. I'm going to be in the Battle of the Bands.
I was hoping at least we would actually get to see the Battle of the Bands. I'm like,
No.
maybe fucking Wild
Yeah,
Stallions.
that's really the
Wild
part that was
Stallions
left
will
most on the table. I was upset about. I was like, really, who wins the Battle of the Bands?
Yeah, Wild
Because
Stallions.
everything else in the movie is boring.
Wild
Yeah.
Stallions wins the Battle of the Bands. That's who wins. But I mean, yeah, throughout that whole movie, I was like, man, how many times do I have to go on a walk with this dude where every moment they're together, all he's ever talking about is that fucking house. Yeah. I'm like, are you trying to sell that shit to her? Why?
House at the end of my fucking nerve.
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
nothing fucking happens between that relationship to where you don't even understand why she's making the first moves on the guy. Right. I mean,
Because she's that kind of chick that loves damaged guys. You know,
Well, and she hates her mom.
and she's doing anything to piss her mom off or whatever. Every character in here is annoying. I mean, right down to Officer Forehead who comes to this movie.
Yeah, Officer Fivehead.
Trying to mac on Elizabeth's shoe.
Fivehead.
yeah, Fivehead.
Officer Eight-Head. You shake him up and you can see the end of this movie on his forehead.
I saw the killer in his forehead.
Yeah, magic
It's like
eight-ball
watching a
head.
drive-in projected on this guy's forehead.
Yeah. No, it's the movie. Like I said, I think it's just. I'm not going to enjoy it. Might be a stretch, but I think they by the time they pull out what's interesting in the movie, and I do think it's slightly interesting, but I couldn't tell if I was interested in that because it was truly interesting, or if I was
Or because the meds were kicking in.
yeah, I was like just losing it, or it's almost 2:00 in the morning. Maybe I'm like fucking hallucinating. I don't know, but or if the movie is just that boring, because it is a boring ass movie for an hour until you actually get into what's going on with this.
And that's the last 20 minutes of the movie. I mean, it really is. But I mean, I figured that shit out. I don't know if you guys had any inkling of what might come during those scenes. But for a little while, I was like, okay, this is getting a little too fucking stupid, and I'm just gonna make a guess what's going on. And by the end of the movie, I was like, Jesus, I'm fucking genius.
Wow, man, you actually cared way more than I did.
Yeah,
Because I was making my own fucking movie in my head while I was watching this.
Can we all just agree that it's bold for any movie to feature tampon boxes as a major plot point in a story? Like that is just way beyond it. Oh god, it's terrible. I can't even fucking the joke doesn't even work.
Yeah, like I said, the best thing I can say about this movie is pretty much the last 20 minutes. If it's even 20 minutes, I mean, and that is something that you can just wait and see on TV. I'm telling you, you can skip about a good 20 minutes of the first half of the movie and
I
get
don't
to what
think you
you're
have to
doing.
wait and see it on TV because you've already seen it. And I was like, wow, is this movie going to do anything we haven't seen in movies from 40 years ago?
Yeah, no,
It just, I don't know why anybody would want to see this. I mean, really.
Exactly.
I mean, after watching it, I'm like, you know what? This shit should have stayed on the shelves. I mean, really. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence should have talked to her managers like, please, you guys did it to Jesse Eisenberg with that one fucking movie that came out that you plastered his face on. Keep this shit shelved until my Hunger Games career is over.
and you know what they say? Oh, Jennifer, get the fuck out of here! Re-releasing this shit.
Should have just been called Skip to the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, y'all can drive straight past this house. keep on going. It's
ain't nothing to see here,
ain't,
folks.
it really is nothing.
They need to condemn that fucking house.
Yeah.
Folks, nothing to see here.
that house is telling you, hey man, keep on going. This is bullshit, man. It really is.
Hey, cops, call for backup sometime. just once.
Just once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yeah. What do you think, man?
Who, me?
I'm
what'd you give it?
You didn't hear me?
Oh.
Well, you falling asleep, ain't you?
Practically. Well, the way you were going, like, yeah, it ain't the worst.
Did you
thing.
not hear me say this is some old bullshit?
I heard you say it's some bullshit, but I
Okay.
thought, but you started out saying like, well, it ain't the worst movie. I'm like, really?
No, it's. I mean, when I say it's not the worst, I guess on a scale of bullshit to lower bullshit, it's not.
Oh, okay.
But it's.
He only means that because he's seen Holocaust footage.
Yeah, no, I've seen things that have made me mad. I actually kind of enjoyed watching this tonight. I mean, that don't mean it ain't some old bullshit though.
Hey man, not everybody's going to have the co-host sitting next to him and they can crack jokes with.
Oh, him and I do that all the time in these midnight
That's what I'm
movies.
saying.
I know.
But that's why I wouldn't use that as a recommendation for people.
The only reason why I would say go see this is go see it at midnight when you're in there with a bunch of other teenagers who don't give a fuck.
Yeah, who don't give a fuck and just that's all you could do to make this movie anywhere near tolerable
stop giving
as
any
it was.
fucks whatsoever.
Yeah, just not giving two shits.
Yeah. What do you think, Leon?
I think the movie is completely boring up until it becomes stupid. And it's that worst kind of horror movie where your protagonist is somebody you over and over say, you stupid bitch. Why did you dumb bitch, get up, stop tripping. I don't mean like stop acting crazy. I mean stop falling down, tripping over your own fucking feet. Could somebody in this movie act like a human being? And wow, Spider-Man kicked it off. This being the year where they just show teenagers as violent as criminals in Oz, where they just do like horrendous beatdowns. Where I'm like, what's this world turning into?
That's the other thing about this. It's like bullies. I can see why bullying is a problem now. When you get like three guys kicking the shit out of somebody in the middle of the street, and then they go burn their house down.
And
burn his house down.
It's funny that I had to go take a piss right before that
something
scene
happened.
Well, I was like, a lot of shit was going on in the bathroom more so than the movie.
You actually missed one of the most action-packed parts of the movie.
So I was like, wow, something fucking happened. All right.
Yeah,
If there's any reason to watch this movie, it's so you can go like, oh, that's Elizabeth Shue, and the other one is Chelsea Handler. Okay, I got that now. But otherwise, man, I think you're being nice by saying some old bullshit. To me, this is a fuck you. Because there's just no reason to watch this.
See, that is why it's not the worst movie, because I didn't give it a fuck you. I gave it some bullshit.
I was like, wait, what was the scale? That's
some old bullshit.
Whether some old or some new, it is definitely bullshit. And frankly, I think bullshit is being a little too kind to it. So for all of its conventional lack of wisdom and all of its terrible performances, all of its nonsensical character shit, this movie is getting a giant fuck you from me.
Yes, Brian.
And by the way, this is very much some old bullshit, because you tell me one new thing that you haven't seen in this movie.
What's that?
Nothing. That's it. Exactly. That's why.
Thank you, Costello. I've been setting you up. Costello drove it home.
I can tell you one thing. They couldn't build this house big enough to pile in all the fucking bullshit that they threw at me. I'm like, man, really? I mean, you are not really trying to do anything. Besides like having titty camera on, I mean, you also invited the guy from the Hunger Games, that camera that they use in the Hunger Games. It's the Michael J. Fox Not So Steady Cam. Yeah, where there were scenes where there were just people talking, and that camera was like trying to, like some guy was fucking filming that movie all fucking day and just
I'm
lost
okay
his
with being
shit.
a fly on the wall. If you strap a camera to a fly, go fuck yourself.
Oh man, but no, this goes beyond cliches of any kind of the worst, dullest horror movie you've ever seen. And I feel stupid calling it horror, because it is nothing. It is not that at all. I mean, I've seen scarier fucking movies like this on the fucking Lifetime channel, and it is probably the most fucking mind-numbing experience I've had in a long time. So this is getting a big fuck you in your house.
I've peeled scarier shit out of the bottom of my bath mat.
Man, y'all just gonna try and make me feel like shit one way or another.
No,
I can't believe I'm
sorry.
giving some more bullshit. I still feel like the odd man out.
Well, there goes Captain Matinee again.
I know what you're doing. You're trying to save him. Sometimes people can't be fixed.
My mom said you didn't want us alone.
We're not really alone.